What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. Man, I want to talk about something I just saw online. Now, I wasn't going to address it at first, but, it clearly was something aimed at me. So, this is sport. Let's get into it. So, there's this woman, says she's against feminism. She's a Muslim. And she posts, as Muslims, our duty to oppose everything un-Islamic that can cause corruption and deviate us from the straight path. This is why we oppose feminism, which makes us anti-feminists, right? Here's the thing, though. Apart from this simple logic, I had no idea there existed an entire sphere of anti-feminism with different approaches and agendas. I was very recently informed in detail about various types of MRAism stuff like MGTOW, PUA, Manosphere, Red Pill, etc., which I see Muslim brothers endorsing. Nearly all the posts on my page are against feminism, so let me talk about the opposite of this and its equal in deviancy for once. So first and foremost, let's start right here. MRA is a sub-branch of Red Pill. The Manosphere and Red Pill are considered to be synonyms. So already this is a person speaking from a point of ignorance. If you're ignorant, why are you speaking? If you're a liar, why are we listening? This is clearly an ignorant individual. Opposite equal deviancy. So now they try and do what I was talking about in that article I read yesterday, where they try to make something look bad in order to discredit it. And I'm making a video tomorrow that's going to address this also. It's another article that's similar. It's called How Women Argue. And you're going to see this pattern right here in this specific individual, that like a rung of ladders, this individual follows each step of female behavior. This is the difference between feminism and Red Pill. Feminism is all based about give me because I'm a woman. Give me because I want. Give me I deserve it just because I deserve it, not because I earned it. Red Pill is all about empiricism. It's all about observable facts. Red Pill is technically a combination of behaviorism, anthropology, psychology, and sociology. Almost everything in Red Pill can be traced back to some sort of observation or pattern. This is why it's so effective. Feminism, what is feminism? I want something. I want equality of outcomes. And I want to make gay people normal and all sorts of other weird stuff that they come up with. But let's continue. The two can't be equated as the same. It's foolishness. And we're going to get further into that in a minute. 99% of the women I've met don't have the ability to introspect. Most of the women I know are very greedy. Most women are this. Most women are that. They all have this problem in their nature. Solipsism. It's female nature. If you know about hypergamy, then you'd understand that this is correct. But as I say all the time, you can't look at hypergamy as a negative thing. The solipsistic nature of women as a negative thing. That's just how they're built. They have to be built like that. Or we, as the human being and the human race, wouldn't be the apex species on the planet. It's just a simple fact. I was cheated, so all women are whores. Maybe someone in the Red Pill rage stage says that. Data shows they all have rape fantasies. Actually, there's quite a bit of data out there that says women do have rape fantasies. These are some of the remarks I see from such brothers copying the styles of non-Muslim right-wingers. Again, trying to discredit the opposition. Many still like these comments. When confronted, they react saying either, not our fault, we suffered because of feminism, so this got interrupted there. So where were we? When confronted, they react saying either, not our fault, we suffered because of feminism, so this is our backlash, and this will come against all women because they secretly support feminism, or you may not like what we say because you're a woman, but this is the truth, and you're running this page in an attempt to make women look good. I don't know if anybody ever said that. If they did, then that has nothing to do with me. Yes, there is a backlash. Red Pill ideology was the backlash. And as Red Pill ideology spreads and becomes more widespread, Red Pill rage becomes more widespread. As Red Pill rage becomes more widespread, so does a backlash. Now, I don't think Muslim men should be suffering from this or should be like affected by this, but it's just the reality of being a man that generally you get angry when you see certain truths. And no, it's not our fault. It's the feminists' fault. And then again, this goes back to what I was saying the other day. They try and reframe to make themselves a victim, and then they try and reframe to make you look like you're some sort of bad guy, so that everybody's against you and not them. Remember, everything a woman says is not based upon the truth, it's based upon feels. Take that one and add that to your list. Here's more. You're a feminist in disguise. She probably is, because she used classic feminist tactics. And if you look like a duck and quack like a duck, then you probably are one. I've seen you make misandric remarks. You just seek attention. 72 likes. That's all she's concerned about is the likes. How dare you talk back? I promote your page and share your posts. I don't know whoever told her that she dares. I promote her page and I said those words, but I never said how dare you talk back. I never even implied that. She called me what was it? A misogynist, yes. And I said, I share information from your page. What kind of misogynist shares information from a woman's page? But I've said this before. Reframing, remember? This is what they do. If some sister argues, then she's a feminist too. Never heard anybody say that. Not anybody I know. If a brother says something, then he's a beta male, white knight, cook, simp. There are a lot of those. And you forgot male orbiters. There's a whole lot of those. And they need to go die in a fire or something. Actually, not in a fire, but they just need to go fall off a cliff. Also, recently I saw a similar post calling others towards things totally against prophetic advice in the name of manliness. Now you see, this is important right here. You see this? She makes a serious statement like that. Now to non-Muslims, that's an impressively grievous and grave accusation to make. Yet she provides no proof. Not a bit of proof. Who said what? That opposes prophetic advice in the name of manliness. You can't make accusations like this in Islam as Muslims and not come with proof. Basically, these geniuses are trying to drive out misandry with misogyny. It's like defeating racism with discrimination or reverse racism and more discrimination. How do you deal with this? Who told you to get out of the kitchen anyway? Internet's a weird kitchen for you. You want some misandry. Look, guys. First and foremost, here's the thing. There's so much going on here, I'm not even sure where to start. Give me a second to actually think about where to start with this. First and foremost, a lot of what's said in Red Pill has already been established in Islam, not the other way around. Islam came before Red Pill. And so a lot of what Red Pill states comes from the doorway of Islam. And you'll find that a lot of MGTOWs, a lot of Red Pill guys, even pickup artists and whatnot, and traditionalists, they will tout and they will praise Islamic stances towards women. Now, in terms of reframing and women remaking stuff up and changing it, do we not have this in Islam? The witness of one man is equal to how many women? In case one forgets. I think she forgets here because she's distorting, reframing, forgetting, making herself into the victim and changing people's words to make them look like aggressors, when that's not even really what the case was, in order to serve her point. Islam establishes this. 2 female witnesses to every 1 male witness. They've been given intuition and intuition. We've been given intuition and logic and reason. Here's the thing about Red Pill. Red Pill is not like feminism. And I said this before. Feminism was all about equality. And equality of what? Not equality of opportunity. That's too hard. It's all about equality of outcomes for everybody, whether they deserve it or not, whether they should have it or not, making homosexuals and their marriages equal to that of heterosexual marriages and whatnot. Just the most deviant ideas feminists push for. Red Pill was based upon the observation of human behavior. Red Pill is a mix between, I've said it before and I'll say it again, sociology, psychology, anthropology, and behaviorism. You can scientifically track all of the information from red pill back to some scientific study one way or another. That's facts. I challenge you to bring me a point from red pill and I'll find the scientific point that it was brought from. Go ahead and do it. And then I can even probably connect how Islam, relates to it. Like the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And this might seem like a far stretch, but let me give you an example. He said he encouraged to marry young virgins. That was his encouragement. It's not saying that you shouldn't marry or you can't marry other women who aren't virgins or single mothers and whatnot, but his encouragement was to marry virgins. Now, when you look at red pill ideology, what do they say? PUA say, go and have your fun, but when you get married, marry a virgin. What did they bring as a proof of that? They brought a proof from a study by a female researcher who showed that for every sexual partner a woman has, there is a 7% increased chance that she will leave her next partner. 5 partners, 35% chance she's going to leave her next partner. 10 partners, 70% chance. So it also proved, the same study, that a virgin tends to stay with her first sexual partner longer than any other partner. What did Islam say? Marry virgins. What did Papa Mama, peace be upon him, say? Marry a virgin. So everything from red pill is observable. Now here's the thing. Everything from red pill can't be taken. Absolutely accepted. There are aspects that you cannot follow, like PUA. You cannot have extramarital relationships in Islam. But can you learn pickup artist tactics in order to keep your wife attracted to you? Absolutely. I encourage it. Go learn game and practice it on your wife. Don't go out on the streets just practicing it haphazardly with just anyone and everyone. Practice it with your wife. Watch the effect. She'll love you for it. She might buy books for you. The aspects that are haram in anything from the dunya, we adapt. If it cannot be adapted, we abandon it. You can do this with cooking. Let me give you an example. Pulled pork. Can we eat pork as Muslims? No. But can I make pulled chicken? Absolutely. Because when you pull the chicken, and you guys know I like to cook, it looks the same. It has the same texture in that sense when you pull it. So now, because there's a recipe that says pulled pork, is it haram? All of cooking is haram. This is anti-Islamic cooking. So we say red pill is haram because there's aspects of it that are impermissible or that can't be adapted. There are some recipes that require alcohol, and alcohol is an intrinsic part of that recipe, and therefore you cannot adapt it, and therefore what do? We abandon it. Just like red pill, there are aspects which cannot be adapted, so we abandon it, like the MGTOW lifestyle. We cannot be MGTOWs as Muslims. The lifestyle is not congruent with the life of a Muslim. But some of their ideas that they talk about in terms of female behavior and social observation, in terms of gynocentrism or hypergamy in women, absolutely you can take that and understand it. But you cannot practice the MGTOW lifestyle. Universities. Most of these sisters, probably this one too, are in a university. Are we allowed to free mix with women and men? No. But if she's going to an open university of any sort, I guarantee you she's free mixing. Then she'll be studying some sort of topic that will eventually bring her into opposition with Islam, and she'll get graded on it. What do you think she's going to do? You think she's going to oppose whatever it is that she's told to write about and fail the class and lose that money? She's going to write about it. Everything in red pill you can study online from your house without mixing with anyone, and no one's going to grade you or fail you and make you lose your ability to get a diploma or the money you spent on at university if you adopt, change, abandon any aspect of red pill ideology to your own benefit. But people like this, they'll go to a university, won't miss a beat. Why? Because the solipsistic nature of women, just like in the article I read to you yesterday and the one I'm going to read to you later on today. This is what they do. They reframe everything about feels and how it makes them feel and how it makes them look. Absolutely. That's what she's doing here. Everything I read yesterday, you can follow, just like I said, the rungs of a ladder. She falls right into them perfectly. This is the difference between red pill and feminism. Predictable, exceptionally predictable. And when I read that article tomorrow, again, it will show how she's very predictable. I tried to be polite and cool it out with her. I had to go at her because she attacked her brother. That's it. I don't really have anything against her, but now she wants to try and bring it on. I'm going to lay it out every single time she opens her mouth now. Sport. This is your man, Abuamerican. Catch my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Abuamerican. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'm out.